Hey guys, I am MG, and today I'll be looking at Deadpool, which is a 2016 American superhero film that is based on the comics of the same name, which also stars Ryan Reynolds as the titular character. It was directed by T.J Miller and written by Rees and Paul Werrick. That is about Deadpool hunting down the man who is responsible for his changed appearance. However, why don't we stop breaking the fourth wall and start reviewing this film right now? Sorry guys, but I did not have a very good time with this film. It's okay, but it doesn't particularly stand out in the superhero genre, and in my opinion, it's just very forgettable, with a lot of things holding it back from being good. First off, the story was just very dull and predictable. It's about a revenge and a love story, but the problem is, neither of these stories are very compelling. The revenge story is incredibly unambitious, and the love story was just kinda boring. I didn't care at all about the relationship between Vanessa and Wade. They just don't leave an impression on me whatsoever, and I could not get invested in Deadpool's conflict about Vanessa not accepting him, because it just felt very unoriginal, which was executed in a really shallow way unfortunately. And that's the same with the revenge conflict as well. It just doesn't do anything interesting or new, and the main villain Ajax is so boring. The performance was one note, the character is unmenacing, and his power is super lame. Like, enhanced reflexes? Call me crazy, but I feel like a real life person could be as flexible as Ajax. And the whole Francis joke was not funny. I don't really see what the joke was. Another thing that I didn't really like was the visual effects. Colossus looks pretty solid, and the blood is okay, but the explosions, let's just say those effects have seen better days, okay? I also hate Weasel. He's not irritating, but he's really unlikable. That made it kind of miserable every time I saw him on screen. And this might sound insane, but I thought the tone was pretty messy. I know this is a comedy film, but that is also paired with a dark story, and a lot of the scenes feel comical, even the serious ones. Don't get me wrong, the comedy was decent, but both the tone and the story would have been so much better if they just turned it down a bit. Then the stakes would have been higher, and the plot would have been more effective. But yeah, the main thing that kinda kills this movie is the story, since it's incredibly weak and makes a large portion of this film pretty tedious to watch. With that said, this film does have its fair share of positives. I like Deadpool himself, who is a pretty funny main character that doesn't take everything as a joke, which is appreciated, even though he could have been more serious for the tone, but whatever. And I thought Ryan Reynolds did a really good job with his portrayal of his character, and all of his line deliveries were pretty hilarious, so that was neat. I also do like some of the side characters. Negasonic Teenage Warhead was kind of enjoyable, Colossus was pretty sensitive, which makes me really like him, and Dopinder was alright as well, even though I would have preferred it if all of these characters showed up in the film more, but oh well. The action was pretty solid, it's nothing all that crazy, but it gets the job done well enough, with the blade fight in the end being my favourite. The film style was quite unique, with some really cool camera movements, which makes this movie really well directed. There were some really nice funny moments, like when Deadpool is killing everyone to find Francis, or all the scenes with him in the highway, which are my favourite parts of the whole film. I like how the opening credits is just not using names, which is humorous, and the pacing was pretty sharp, with a suitable runtime, and a natural speed occurring in all of the scenes, so that's cool. But overall, I don't care about this film too much. It's fine enough, but it's nowhere close to being near the top of the best superhero films. It's your choice if you want to watch it or not, but I think only one time will be enough for you. 6.3 out of 10. Goodbye everyone, and thank you for watching. Bye!